at least. You have to get it in. The heart, we see Rabbi Akiva, what inspired him to change? He saw the water dripping, the water, drop after drop. It's not 1 minute. So he said, that class, I heard that class already. That teaching, I heard it. How much? 1, 100, 1,000? You know how many times, how stiff our heart is?
It's really to make a change.
Yes. Yeah, if you want the Torah, we're going to talk about this now, about how what's the right attitude of Torah, and how does Torah and tefillah connect. And
Thank you.
right, Moshe? There's parts of the Tanya that you learned 1,000 times in your mind. 10,000. You're not counting. Right? There's concepts that we have to... Every day the Nefesh HaBe'emit wakes up again. Every day. It's a new fight. It's even though you heard something yesterday, but what hurt it is the different Nefesh HaBe'emit, the old one. But the new Nefesh HaBe'emit, every day we wake up, we have a new Yetzer Hara. Gemara says, "B'chol yom v'yom yitzro shel adav mitchadesh elav leorgo." Every day there's a new Yetzer, because every day is really a new creation. So the same Torah that worked for me yesterday, let me use it again and again and again. Like we're saying, that in order for the Torah to affect us, it has to have this water. The Torah is that. It has to go drop after drop after drop. This is what we're going to get to right now. We're going to learn some Rabbi Tzadok HaKohen. Tzadok HaKohen, zchuto tagן alenu. As a preparation for Matan Torah, the days that we're holding in now, we're holding 38 yom la'omer, right? 5 שבועות ו3 ימים. We're almost there, a week and a half to Shavuot. Prepare for Matan Torah. תורה ותפילה, צריכים שניהם ביחד לאדם. עבודת Hashem, even though Avodat Hashem is everything, like our holy Rebbe, the Baal Shem Tov teaches us, that Avodat Hashem is everything. A person could do yichudim in everything that they do. In any circumstance that you find yourself, there's a mitzvah. There's a way to connect to Hashem. However, the general Avodat Hashem is called Torah v'tefillah. Obviously, learning Hashem's word and talking to Him. The Gemara teaches us that there were tzaddikim that would only daven where they learned. Learn where they daven. The Gemara says in the Yevamot, Kol ha'omer en li ela Torah. What if a person says, tefillah, okay, tefillah I do, but my main thing is Torah. Only Torah, 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 Torah. But tefillah is not such a big avodat Hashem. So the Gemara says, en lo afilu Torah. If you don't have tefillah, if you say, I only want Torah, you don't have Torah and not tefillah. You don't have either of them, because they need to be working together. שעל ידי זה חס ושלום יבוא לשכוח שצריך להשם יתברך. שזהו עניין התפילה. Torah, when a person learns Torah, they can feel very good. We're going to see that Torah is called lechem, it's called mayim, it's called yain, it's called dvash, it's called chalav, it's called shemen. The Torah has many descriptions of nourishment. The Torah nourishes a soul, nourishes a person. A person learns Torah, they're going to feel very good. They may forget that they need Hashem. I'm okay. That's what tefillah is. ההכרה שהוא חסר, הוא מבקש להשם יתברך שימלאנו. ועל ידי התורה יחשוב שהוא מלא. ואז אפילו תורה אין לו. If a person only learns Torah and is not מתמקד, is not focusing, is not getting deeper into the inyan of tefillah, the Torah will fill him up. He'll feel so good about himself. He'll feel so complete and so great. And he's going to forget that he needs Hashem. The inyan of tefillah is the hakara, it's the awareness, the recognition that I am chaser, that I am lacking, that I am missing, that I'm broken. We see that the days leading up to Kabbalat Torah, why do we need 49 days of Sfirat HaOmer, such a long mitzvah, and achanot, and kavanot, and inyanim? Sfirat HaOmer is a very long period with a lot of avodat Hashem. Just give us the Torah. No. You want Torah? First, go into your heart and see how broken and how low and how wrong and how dark the animal soul heart is. If you think that I'm okay, I'm okay. I'm learning Torah. I'm okay. I don't need a miracle from Hashem. My friends, we need a miracle every day. Right? The Gemara in Sukkah teaches us, "B'chol yom v'yom yitzro shel adam mitchadesh alav leorgo." Every day we have a new yetzer hara. Every day we have a new nisayon. And ululei HaKadosh Baruch Hu she'ozro, if it's not for the divine help of Hashem Yitbarach, eno yachol lo. That means that we have to know, to start off, the fight with the yetzer hara is humanly not possible. If it was up to me, I would forfeit from the beginning. However, we have Abba Shebashamayim that gives us nisim and iflo, that loves us. We're not involved in nature. We're not bound by nature. We're limited. Person has to realize every day, I desperately need a miracle to tame the beast living inside of me. There's a beast, there's an animal living inside of us, right? Not everyone's aware. Some people think, "Akol beseder. There's a chaya, ani, tudah mi ani. You know who I am. I do this and ta. I give you a list of how good I am and how nice I am and how kind I am and how smart I am and successful, the whole Hallel." So what do you do? What does a guy like this do when he stands to daven? He says, "God, thank you for all the good. Keep on going." That's what does he even relate his success to Hashem Yitbarach? A person that becomes aware in Sfirat HaOmer, what's the avodah of Sfirat? Derech Eretz kadma laTorah. Derech Eretz kadma laTorah. The Holy Ramak teaches us that a person could keep all the mitzvot and be a menuval, be a despicable chazir, a disgusting human being. Everything according to the halakha, you could sue this guy and find this thing and this and be always right. You're always right, but you're a jerk. Chaz v'shalom. Person can have Torah without derech eretz. And the ladder, the way to receive the Torah is these 49 holy days that we're in. And the avodah of these 49 days that we're in is to find, sift, to comb through our heart, through our personality, through our midot, and to really see, gewalt, wow, I'm so selfish. I'm so crooked. I'm so lost. I'm so broken. Creator, I need you. I need you. I need a miracle from you. There's no super way, no natural way that I can see myself overcoming this beast living inside of me. I need a miracle. That is the pnimiyut of tefillah. כי לא ניתנה התורה אלא לחסרים ומכירים חסרונם ומבקשים להשם יתברך שיושיעם. Deep line. Who was the Torah given to? To the ones that realize, that recognize how much they're chaser, how much they're needing. And for the ones that realize I have a Father in heaven, that I'm asking Him, please heal me, please give me life. Please give me a miracle, I need you. כמו שכתוב, העניים והאביונים מבקשים מים ועין. ואין מים אלא תורה. ועיקר רצון השם יתברך בבריאת העולם היה רק לכבודו ולקילוסו ושיצפו לו. Last night we were learning in Likutei Moharan, in Ayah and Torah Yud Bet, that everything that Hashem creates, כל הנברא בשמי ולכבודי בראתי ויצרתי ופעשיתי. Everything is created to give honor to Hashem. שהכל ברא לכבודו. Right? In the Chatuna we say, ברוך אתה, שהכל ברא לכבודו. That's one level. V'shiyitzapulu, that the creation should be mitzapeh. One of the questions that they ask after 120 is tzipita leYeshua. Were you expecting and waiting for salvation? Waiting for salvation puts me in a discomfortable place, because that means I have to admit that I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I need. There's a tendency in the animal soul to feel very complete and very okay, and that's from the ego, just to feel that I'm fine. And as long as, if we're here, by us in yeshiva we say, if you're here, that means you're not all there, right? If we're in this world, we're not in Atzilut, we're not up, we're here. That means there's a good reason. That means there's a reason that we came here. And this, we have to realize that we're missing something, that we're broken. We spoke a lot the last couple of days. The Kotzker Rebbe says that what's a complete heart? What's a whole heart? Lev shalem. A whole heart is a broken heart. Because a human being, that the heart symbolizes the lower part of a human being. If you feel complete, that my lower part is, I'm whole, my friend, you're so broken. You're so out to lunch, you don't know where you are. But if you're aware that you're broken, Gevald, you're so whole, because that's true. We're all broken. So the first step in this avodah of Sfirat Omer leading up to Matan Torah is embracing the brokenness that we're in, embracing the broken heart that we're possessing, embracing the negative midot that were created. Obviously, this is the design of Hashem Yitbarach, to create us lacking and to create the completion, and for us to make the complete ourselves. ואמרו הקדוש ברוך הוא מתאבל לתפילתן של צדיקים. ואז אמרו במדרש רבה, שמא תאמר לרעתכם נתתי את התורה, לא ניתנה אלא לטובתכם. There's a very interesting midrash that says, I gave you the Torah. Maybe you would think the Torah is לרעתכם, not good for you. No, it's good. כי לקח טוב נתתי לכם. It's good. What's the hava amina that the Torah of Hashem would be? בוודאי חס ושלום, איך יעלה על הדעת שיהיה לרעתם? How could it be that the Torah should be given to cause them bad, not to cause them good? What's the even thought about this? Like the Salke Datach, so what's the Hava Amina? Why does the Medrash even entertain this thought? Maybe the Torah is bad for you. No, the Torah is good for you. But okay, but what were you thinking? Salke Datach, שזה יותר טוב שיקווה האדם בכל רגע על השם יתברך, שיעיר עיניו מה לעשות ואיך להתנהג. ולא שיהיה לו חוק קבוע כשולחן ערוך. זה הדרך לחובו. You would think that it would be better if there was no Torah, if we only had tefillah. Creation constantly feels broken, constantly feels needy, constantly feels dependent. You would think that that's really the higher level of creation. Creation really should be feeling this way all the time. Why should creation be feeling full? Torah, we says, makes a person feel full. So the Hava Amina is, maybe there should not be Torah. There should only be tefillah. The entire energy in creation should feel, Creator, we need you, we're broken without you. אבל באמת הוא לטובתך, שזהו אור המאיר והמבהיק שיוכל להישען עליו. We're going to see that the Torah and tefillah are partners, they work together. If we didn't have Torah, yes, creation would be very broken and extremely, their eyes would constantly be up to the heavens. And there would be a tremendous codependence on creation to the Creator. And that would seem to be the ultimate purpose of creation. He says no. Hashem gives us the Torah. The Torah is a light of Hashem, that while we're in this world, we could lean on this light of Hashem. ובלא התורה, if we didn't have the Torah, היה עומד ביראה בכל דבר, שמא טועה. If we didn't have Torah, then yes, we would be davening, but everything we're doing, we don't know, is this good? Does God like this? Does God not like this? What does God want? We're so broken, we're so not God, if there was only tefillah. So therefore Hashem gives us Torah. The Torah teaches us what to do, and then you have the Torah, and then you have the tefillah that constantly reminds you of how much we're missing and how much we're lacking and how much we need Hashem Yitbarach. התורה נקראת משען. The Torah is a משען. A משען is something to lean on. אמרו רבותינו זיכרונם לברכה, לא ניתנה התורה אלא לאוכלי מן. The Torah was given to the generation that ate man. That means the man is not regular food, lechem min hashamayim. When the bracha they made on the man is amotzi lechem min hashamayim. It's bread from heaven. And it's not only talking about that generation of the receiving of the Torah that they ate the physical man, but it means that the Torah is only given to people that eat man. Also us, if we want to receive Torah, we have to eat man. In Chassidut, we don't look at the events that happened in Torah as historical facts, like, oh, that happened. We look at it as revelations of Hashem and how to serve Hashem. And in every generation, and every single person could serve Hashem in all those revelations. That means that we don't learn about the man to know that once upon a time there was some kind of magical bread that our fathers ate. No. There's a concept called man. And if I want to get the Torah today, I have to eat man today. What does that mean? שגם בדברי תורה צריכים להתנהג כאוכלי מן. The man was not like we have over here, right? Yesterday it said on the announcement, tomorrow there'll be breakfast. So you come here, you got a nice breakfast, right? Imagine coming here not knowing if there's breakfast or not breakfast. That was like the man. The man, you can't save from yesterday to tomorrow. There's no refrigerators, no nothing. You can't like make man, dehydrated or nothing. Every day, so that means that generation of receivers of the Torah, their attitude was they were constantly, absolutely codependent on Hashem every given moment for their food. They were living in a constant awareness of codependence on the Creator. So they're receiving the Torah, and they still had this total feeling that I need the Creator of the world. לצפות להשם יתברך בכל רגע שיאיר לו אורות מחודשות בדברי תורה, ולא שיסמוך על מה דכתיבה ומנחה והמפורש בדברי תורה. באמת, גם אחר שניתנה תורה, even after the Torah was given, מכל מקום, השם יתברך מאיר בכל רגע למבקשיו. הקדוש ברוך הוא shines his light for people that seek him. מי שמבקש אותו, person that searches for Hashem. So we're seeing a deep, Rav Tzadok over is showing us a deep attitude that there's a pnimiyut, there's a feeling that the creation should be feeling that's called tefillah, that I'm lacking and I need you and I'm codependent. There's a feeling of Torah, that I know what you want, and if I only have one without the other, I can't, each one without the other is not complete. And the Torah itself, don't think that the Torah itself is something that you just get one time and then you have it. Also, when you receive the Torah, you constantly need Hashem to open up your eyes every single day. Look, open a book. Sometimes people open a book, they see dark, they see black. Right, this beautiful, you guys were singing today in Shul. So beautiful to sing this to Hashem, to ask Hashem. What is this? What are we asking Hashem? We say, Hashem, we have the Torah, but I need vision, I need eyes. Open up my eyes to see it. So having this attitude means that you are a ochel man, because you're constantly waiting for every day you're waiting for the new shefa of the Torah that Hashem will give you. Yes, you learned yesterday. Very nice. But if you're ochel man, the food of yesterday has nothing to do with the food of tomorrow. Every day we need a miracle. Every day we have a new yetzirah. Every day, Hashem, we need you. ועל זה ביקש דוד המלך עליו השלום. David HaMelech in Tehillim, constantly crying to Hashem, open up my eyes, help me understand. My friend, you're a king, you're walking with the Sefer Torah. He was the Sanhedrin. What are you crying to Hashem every minute? Right? You feel satisfied. Make a siu, make a party, show everyone you're with. No. David HaMelech, who's the shoresh of tefillah, va'ani tefillah, he is tefillah. So his way of learning Torah is also in the same way of tefillah. That I'm learning Torah, Hashem, but I'm learning it and I need you to open up my eyes. And every day I have to ask you, please open up my eyes. David HaMelech said, I don't want to understand the Torah on my own. Hashem, I want you to teach me the Torah. So this is beautiful as we're approaching Matan Torah. Very important to prepare ourselves, to prepare the mindset. The Chag of Matan Torah, we don't spend time right now, days and days before learning and learning. It's not like some kind of... We spend days refining our midot, realizing how broken creation is without light. Realizing that a animalistic creation without a godly intervention, haram. And then we look inside and realize, Gevald, where are we? Where's my world? Where's my nefesh? Where are my midot? Oh, Gevald, Hashem, I need you so much. So that is we want to approach the Chag, Shavuot Haba Aleinu L'Tova. We want to approach it with this attitude of Hashem, you give the Torah to people that eat man. Eating man is not just a physical thing. Eating man is an attitude of absolute, my eyes are to the heavens. When a person eats bread from the earth, their eyes are to the earth. They're working, they're plowing, they're making the money. When a person eats bread from the heavens, they're looking up to the heavens. Their eyes are to Hashem. And that is the real attitude, like you said at the beginning, because the Torah is only given to someone that feels chaser, ומבקש השלמה. So it's amazing. You know, when a person looks at his bad midot, it could be so depressing, it could be so dark, it could be so ugly. But over here we could reverse it and realize, Hashem Yitbarach, you're creating me this way. And I mamish need you. Every day I need you. And these 49 days that we're going through, I went through my personality and I realized, wow, mamish Hashem, I mamish need you. And I know that you're going to give the Torah and Shavuot. Who are you going to give it to? People that eat man. People that feel that they need you. Hashem, I need you. Yiratzon that Hashem should give us on these days of the Omer, and in general, Avodat Hashem that you do once is not only for these days. It's always. Hashem should give us the zchut to get to know the animal soul that we have, to get to know all its chesronot, all its lackings, all its darknesses, all its bad midot. We should embrace the animal soul with all its ugliness. We should feel so broken and so connected. We should live with the awareness that Hashem, I need you in every moment, in every part of my life. Just like the Yehudim that ate man. My eyes are to you all the time, to heavens all the time. And this is David HaMelech's main avodah. And David HaMelech, that's Niftar on Shavuot, he connects Torah and tefillah. Because Torah and tefillah, even though there's two separate avodot. But David HaMelech wrote Sefer Tehillim. Sefer Tehillim is kulot tefillot. It's tefillot. And it's one of the Sfarim of Tanakh. It's one of the Sfarim of the Torah. So David HaMelech wrote a book of tefillot that's Torah. He connected Torah and tefillah. That's why it's very, very good on Shavuot. It's always good to be involved in saying Tehillim. Especially in Shavuot, the day of the Ptirah of David HaMelech. Person doesn't know what to do, long night. You say Tikkun Shavuot or whatever it is. Try not to talk shtuyot. It's like, be in meditation or be in silence. It's a very, very, very special night. And try to connect to David HaMelech. David HaMelech, the Tehillim. And let's embrace the darkness that exists in our animal soul. Let's appreciate the design of Hashem. And may Hashem give us the feeling to be absolutely codependent and needy and connected to Him. May we be from the Ochlei Aman. And may Hashem give us every day the new Torah that we need in order to live. So that's the idea that I wanted to share. And maybe some questions. If anyone has any questions. Kulanu chachamim, kulanu nevonim. Everyone knows.
I have one, Rabbi.
Yes, my friend.
I mean, people with the man, the first days were like, okay, maybe tomorrow it's not going to be there. But what about a year later? People get used to it. How do we get the same energy every day, and then get used to all the Hashem gives you everything?
So being connected to the chisaron, when a person's connected to the brokenness inside themselves, like we said, every day is a new brokenness. Every day there's a person that's in tune with their animal soul. You realize that your animal is still very, very animalistic. So really, even though time goes on, you're always still going back to the first point. You never get used to it. It's important, right? Avodat Hashem is every day. That's why we daven every day. Why do you daven every day? Daven one time. Say, Hashem Barach, feed me and my family. That's it. I was once in the Kotel, and some group of Africans came, like very, very intense. I don't know if you saw in the Kotel, they come from Africa. These like very intense, like all wearing like identical pajamas, like orange and purple, like intense colors and brown, like very intense. And I was sitting in the Kotel, and this guy comes, he puts his hands and he's shaking, gigantic, huge black guy, and he's saying, God, protect my village, protect my family. Like, why can't we do that? One time, no, every day, shacharit, mincha, arvit. You know why? Get to know your animal soul, you'll know why. We're in tune that there's, like we said at the beginning of the shiur, Rabbi Akiva, what inspired Rabbi Akiva to go through this change, a person going through a massive change at age 40 is not always so simple. Imagine at age 40 having the humility to go sit in first grade and learn Aleph Bet and start from the beginning. What gave him the strength to do that? That water that he saw. Hashem Barach showed him a mashal. Hashem showed him that even though your heart could be a heart of stone, the mime of the Torah has the segula to weaken and to soften and to elevate any heart. So as long as you're connected to yourself, you realize it's drop after drop after drop after drop.
Through the realization and embracing of the lacking within us and the nefesh b'chames and the Torah, on the other hand, we're also aware that the Yetzirah is only a shliach of HaKadosh Baruch Hu that he sends to us. So what should be the relationship that we have with him?
What you're saying is very true. The Yetzirah, the mashal that the Zohar Kadosh brings, that Balatanya brings, this mashal is the mashal of the Zonah, a prostitute. That the king wants to train his son, the prince, to be a prince. So he hires a prostitute to give nisayon to this child. Obviously, this prostitute doesn't want the child to listen. She wants the child to be strong and to go to be the next king. So the pnimiyut of the Yetzirah, you're right. The Yetzirah in his pnimiyut is a malach tov. In the shoresh. In ishtalshalut, there's actually negative. However, at the end of the day, he's doing his work. If I'm aware of the negative, the missing inside of me, you're right. From his perspective, he's doing his job. From my perspective, I have to do my job.
The interesting part for me is through the realization that there is a lack. So, and through embracing the lack within us, the chaser, is how we're able to come close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which, in a sense, that's the avoda of the Yetzirah or the nefesh b'chames, right? But what does that mean? If one can see God and it can be with God at all times, then is there a need for the lack? Is there a need for the...
Well, if you didn't have the lack, you wouldn't see God. You would see yourself. A person that only learns Torah would feel so good about himself, they would never need God. So...
where all of these brokenness come from? I mean, why there is someone so broken? When did it get broken?
You're asking a fantastic question, my friend. Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. That's not the beginning of the story. That's called Olam HaTikun. That's the beginning of Olam HaTikun. Before Hashem made Olam HaTikun, he broke worlds. Boneh olamot u'machrivan. That means that the Creator, in order to allow free will, that there should be good and bad, he creates worlds that are broken, and from there is the root of anything that's negative, and he creates worlds that are whole. How would you understand this? You would understand this from your own being. A human being is called the Olam Katan, a miniature microcosmic world. So you include in you all the worlds. You have in you also the broken world and also the fixed world. Your nefesh habehemit, your animal soul, comes from the broken world. So we have all inside of us a spirit that if we listen to that spirit, not good. That spirit is an immature, selfish spirit. That spirit is created by Hashem. And then there's another spirit, nefesh elokit. You get a chelek Elohim ma'al mamash. And now inside of you, you have bechira. So the Creator broke worlds in order to create a brokenness. And then he revealed light. And now man is standing and has bechira in these two. So according to Chassidut, what we're saying, the pnimiyut is embracing the human condition. Not fighting it, embracing it. The first level is really having it's like a sick person that doesn't know he's sick. So there's no cure for him. The first level is admitting, okay, I'm sick. Okay, let's analysis. What's the disease? The first analysis. After the analysis comes the cure. But if there's no analysis, there's no cure. So we're talking about a person embracing what's happening inside of him and realizing that this is the kavanah. This is how Hashem made me. And now, Hashem, I need you. You could call Hashem and say, Hashem, I need you. I need your help. I need your siyata dishmaya. Yeah? More or less.
So what I understand is that our choice is to whether the only bechira we have in a way is to accept or not accept how we are inside. So is it like I could choose not to listen to the Torah, or is it about accepting?
The root of bechira now comes from the fact that there's two spirits in my experience. We're constantly, a Jew is living in a dichotomy, always. You're constantly experiencing life through two spirits inside of you. That's the source of the confusion that a Jew feels, and the struggle that a Jew feels inside. You're experiencing it through the lower level soul that you have. It's called the animal soul, and you're experiencing it through the godly soul. And the bechira is giving precedence and priority to the godly. It's like inside of you, you have an immature voice and a mature voice, so you could say, okay, I just want to have fun, immature, or you could say, no, I'm going to do what's right. I'm going to listen to the wisdom inside of me and do what's right. So
I could choose it.
yeah, of course, I see you are choosing it. Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Okay, my friends, may Hashem bring us to Shavuot, Chag HaShavuot, Shavuot Tova. May we receive the Torah in a fresh, new way. May Hashem give us all a special connection to our King, David Melech Yisrael Chai V'Kayam, and Shavuot, to Tehillim. May we be able to embrace our brokenness. May we be able to lift up our eyes to Hashem, and may Hashem give us man. Hashem give us constantly what we need, and we have the zchut to, like we're going to say in Shavuot, Uba'u kulam bebrit yachad, na'aseh v'nishma amru k'echad. That we should all come together, bebrit yachad. We should all come together as one, Zot Hashem, to receive the Torah. We should have a...
In a different view, our is not our darkness, it's not really ours.
Right. So, okay, let's confuse it. So afterwards, this is good. This is a prep for the next class, because next class, Moy will teach you. Like, you guys should learn. But, yeah, we're made from the world. It says, from what it says in the end of Parashat Vayishlach, this is Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai in the Idra, starts the deepest secrets with this psukim. Ve'ela melachim asher malchu be'eretz Edom, lifnei meloch melech levnei Yisrael. I don't know if you remember that, those psukim. Those psukim discuss kings that lived and died. 8 kings. 7 of them lived and died, and the 8th one lived and didn't die. The 7 kings were not married. The 8th king was married. Many differences. The whole secrets of Kabbalah that are connected to this part. So Hashem broke those worlds, and we have a nefesh. Our nefesh is from those worlds, from the broken worlds.
And what's the point of making our need? I mean, why should we born with a need? Why we shouldn't be clear? I understand the answer of if you have certainty that there is a God, maybe you don't have a free will. But okay, I don't need free will, and I can be connected, really connected to the source. Why you have to be unplugging me each day?
Because
each
right,
minute?
because
I struggle to put the plug back in.
Right, so the design is that in order for the creation to appreciate and enjoy the creation, it has to be a choice that you made, not a choice that was made for you.
But I didn't choose to be incomplete.
You didn't choose to be created. You're right. Once you're created, now you could choose now, creator of the world. I'm choosing maturity over immaturity. So by making it, we're created incomplete, even our body, right? If Hashem doesn't like the orla, right?
Why?
On the 8th day we do brit milah, remove the orla. Me'usa orla, the Mishnah says in Nedarim, Hashem hates the orla, the foreskin. So why are you creating man like this? And create imperfect.
Yeah, everything is in process.
So Because Hashem wants that his partner should have what to do. Imagine you have a partner and he does everything, so you're not a partner. You're like standing on the side. Hashem wants us to be partners. So Hashem makes the entire creation missing something. The entire creation is broken. And Hashem says, you go ahead and fix it. Remove the orla. The orla that we remove from our body on the 8th day, that's the beginning of the party. There's an orla in the human heart. The human heart is orla, and the entire life is a process of circumcising the heart. Why? Why do you create me, Hashem, with gava? You hate gava, you hate kina. So why do you give me these bad midot? Those are the orla that you're giving me to remove. And by me removing them, I'm choosing to be connected to you. And then I need skill.
Same place.
No, there's no way we go back to the same place.
No, I mean.
This is a very good question you're saying. You're saying, okay, so what's the whole purpose of creation? We come down here, there's a test, and then you go back to heaven. So just leave me there and just spare me this journey. What? We don't go back to the place we left. We don't go back to the ayin, we go back to the an. That's a different topic, different class. We don't go back to where we came from. No way. There's an aliyah that the neshamot receive, that the only way to get to this aliyah is through coming into the physical dimension. There's no other way.
What is the difference between working for $100 and being given $100?
He doesn't mind. You could give him $100 right now. He's fine. Yeah, he's okay.
Rav, just going quickly to the last question that suffering and trial, whatever, it's not ours. I hope that I get to learn better what the Rav meant.
Say that again. That what?
That what the Rav was speaking about, right? Shimon Bar Yochai with the kings, 8 kings that lived and died. I didn't really. Hopefully, next year I'll be able to understand it better. But just from the idea that this suffering is not from us, it just comes from broken worlds from the past. That's why I sort of understood in basic.
We're saying the source. How do we have a soul that's incomplete? How do we have a brokenness inside of us?
Yeah.
From where is it? God is whole and good. So that was his question. So we're saying that Hashem created on purpose broken worlds, and we have a spirit from those broken worlds.
Right. I was going back to what Moy said about that the suffering is not out of them.
The what? Yeah.
That the suffering is does not come from us, it's external from what we
That if you want to discuss that, listen to last night's class because it was all about pain and suffering. So B'ezrat Hashem, you could listen to the shiur from last night. It's from the Balatanya, all about exactly that topic. We had a nice conversation yesterday about it. Okay, Chaverim, what a zchut. Keep on being blessed in this holy Bet Knesset. May Hashem bless all the Chavurah here, David and all the Chevre. This place feels like the Tzfat of Mexico a little bit, no?
Yeah.
Right? I love it.
Yeah.
Bruchim to you.